Liverpool, one of the giants of European football, is undergoing an unprecedented overhaul under Dutch manager Arne Slot, who arrived at the club to usher in a brand new era. And like any deep transformation, this one comes with tough decisions, raw emotions, and billion-pound deals being struck behind the scenes. At the center of this whirlwind, two names have taken the spotlight: Darwin Nunez and Federico Chiesa. Darwin, the Uruguayan striker who arrived in England as a rising star after shining for Benfica, is now reaching the final chapter of his journey in a Liverpool shirt. The expectations surrounding him were immense. Many saw him as Anfield's next great idol, a natural successor to the club's legendary forwards, someone destined to set nets on fire and drive fans wild. But despite flashes of brilliance and undeniable talent, 3 full seasons have passed, and that long-awaited perfect fit never truly materialized. Nunez's explosive pace and aggressive movement were often overshadowed by technical and tactical struggles. He could never quite shake off some recurring pitfalls: constant offsides, lack of chemistry in link-up play, and most crucially, inconsistency in finishing. It often felt like a different Darwin showed up each match, sometimes brilliant, other times absent. And for a club with ambitions as high as Liverpool's, that's a serious issue. Aware of this, the Slot-led board decided to act. With cool heads and eyes fixed on the future, the club is ready to draw the curtain on the Darwin project. And his next destination appears to be all but sealed. Napoli have emerged strongly and are determined to sign him, betting on a fresh start for the striker under the heat of Serie A. Renowned journalist Fabrizio Romano revealed that Darwin has already given the famous green light, after being impressed by the sporting project presented by Antonio Conte, Napoli's new manager. According to reports, the Uruguayan was excited by the opportunity to become the leading figure in Napoli's attack, especially with Victor Osimhen set to leave and Kvaratskhelia having already agreed a move to PSG. Darwin's mission? To become the new nightmare of Italian defenses and lead the charge for an ambitious Napoli returning to the Champions League. The clubs have already held face-to-face talks to finalize the details. Napoli officials travelled to England to negotiate directly with Liverpool's board. The deal is now nearly done: €50 million, broken down into €43 million guaranteed and €7 million in add-ons, a figure Liverpool see as fair to close the chapter respectfully. Initially, the Reds had asked for €60 million, but the Italians' flexibility and mutual eagerness to get the deal done led to a lower fee being agreed. But the story doesn't end there. Far from it. Because Napoli don't just want Darwin Nunez, they also want Federico Chiesa. And according to reliable sources, they're willing to go all in to seal this double swoop and build one of the most exciting attacking duos in Europe. Chiesa, who joined Liverpool last season for a relatively modest fee, around £12.5 million, bonuses included, is also facing a career-defining moment. The Italian winger has struggled to find his place in the starting 11 and, despite his undeniable talent, has found it tough to adapt to the Premier League's intensity. Internal competition has been fierce, and a lack of playing time has weighed heavily on his decision. With the World Cup approaching, Chiesa knows he needs minutes. He needs visibility. He needs to reinvent himself. And where better to do that than back home? A return to Italy is becoming more and more likely, and Napoli represents the perfect opportunity. Conte is a huge admirer of the player, not just for his technical ability, but for his versatility. Chiesa can operate on either wing or centrally, making him a valuable tactical asset. According to Foot Italia, Napoli have reopened talks with Chiesa's representatives and are serious about securing his signing, even in the face of interest from other Serie A giants. From Liverpool's side, there is no resistance. On the contrary, the sale is seen as natural, even strategic. With Arne Slot planning a more dynamic, fast-paced, and cohesive squad, Chiesa's continued presence no longer fits the blueprint. And with the Italian side willing to pay a fee close to what was initially invested, the Reds see this as a clean and efficient way to generate funds. And generating funds has become the order of the day in this red-hot summer. Liverpool have already said goodbye to several key figures. Kieran Kelleher has been sold to Brentford, Trent Alexander-Arnold made headlines with a blockbuster move to Real Madrid, and Nat Phillips joined West Brom. Meanwhile, goalkeeper Václav Joros has been loaned to Ajax to gain experience. And the exits don't stop there. Jarell Quansah, Andy Robertson, Stefan Bajetti, Tyler Morton, and Harvey Elliott are also edging closer to departures, while the futures of several other players are being assessed carefully. In short, Liverpool are moving on from players who define different stages of the club's journey, but who no longer fit the new plan Slot is putting into place. And this new plan is no small ambition. Arne Slot is determined to turn Liverpool into a more versatile, attacking, and modern team. His style, which combines high intensity with tactical intelligence, demands players who can adapt quickly, read the game instinctively, and make fast, smart decisions. He's not just looking for individual brilliance, he wants collective cohesion. And in this new puzzle being pieced together, there's no room for either Darwin or Chiesa. The result? A bold and radical rebuild. For supporters, this is a bittersweet moment. Watching promising names leave always hurts. But there's also a sense of curiosity, hope, and excitement in the air. Fans can feel that something new is being carefully constructed. Expectations for top-quality reinforcements are sky-high. The message is clear: key players may be leaving, but in their place will arrive hungry, energetic talents with the technical profile to match the club's evolving philosophy. As for Napoli, they could become one of the window's biggest winners. If they manage to land both Darwin and Chiesa, the Italian side will boast one of Europe's most intriguing frontlines. Both players have a point to prove. Both need a fresh start. Both still have the potential to explode on the European stage. And under Conte's disciplined and strategic command, that explosion could be spectacular. In the end, this is more than just a simple player exchange. It's the portrait of two clubs in transition. Liverpool, rewriting their destiny under new leadership. Napoli, arming themselves to return to the top of European football with fire in their eyes. And Darwin and Chiesa, two talents seeking redemption and the spotlight they still have the potential to claim. The summer of 2025 is far from over. But if the rest of the window is anywhere near as electrifying as these opening chapters, brace yourself, because this footballing saga promises to be one of the most unforgettable in recent memory. And with Darwin and Chiesa on the verge of saying farewell to Anfield, Arne Slot's Liverpool isn't slowing down. The rebuild is full steam ahead, and negotiations are already underway for another major sale involving a forward who could be next in line. Want to know who the next blockbuster exit from the Red squad might be? Then click the card right now and uncover all the behind-the-scenes drama of this latest transfer twist. See you there.